Hi, and welcome to Fighting with Chaz. I am Chaz. I am currently kneeling on my bedroom floor. This is the show where I talk about fights, and I mean any sort of hand-to-hand combat. MMA. Watch it like no other. Been watching it for almost 10 years. It'll be 10 years next year. I've been really full-time invested in it. And I'm 22. So I was 13, and before that was not into sports at all. Fell in love with the UFC. Been watching ever since. I like to watch boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai. Love it all. 4 years ago, I started to watch Monday Night Raw, and then I had the same obsessive love that I had for MMA that I somehow developed for pro wrestling. I never thought I would, and I did. And so this show will primarily be about UFC and WWE. And part of my mission is to see who else out there is like myself, watching all the UFC events, watching Raw and or SmackDown and or NXT. You know, are there people like me who are really keeping up with both? Because there really isn't. I feel like there's definitely crossover. There's obviously crossover, and I'll talk about that a lot, about how MMA and pro wrestling are really the same thing. And that might be a better name for the show, is MMA is pro wrestling. That might be the name of the show. I don't even have the name yet. I just wanted to make an introductory video to tell you what you can expect on this channel. I have strong opinions, and I don't like a lot of the things that are going on and that have been going on in UFC, WWE, in combat sports in general. And even though there might be some people only watch UFC, might be thinking, hey, pro wrestling isn't fights. And they aren't. They aren't shoot fights. Shoot fights would be UFC. You have worked fights in pro wrestling. And there's still a sport aspect in pro wrestling in that they are competing to be the best. To be seen as the best so they get the title put on them. So there is competition. It's obviously not... The competition is in the ring, but it's almost like they're competing with everyone. If those of you who know what I mean, know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, you should just watch some wrestling. You should go to a live show and see what they're doing to each other and really feel it. And realize that, a lot of people call it fake. I used to call it fake. But the hits, a lot of the hits that they're taking, when they body slam each other, that means you pick somebody up and you slam them on their back. That's it. So yeah, I'm really hot. I think I'm really nervous. I did a good job. I tried to keep this concise. That's another goal of mine, is to make eye contact, smile, is to enunciate and not mumble. Yeah, my beloved Alex, I talk their ear off about fights far too much, so I'm going to vent it to YouTube, to the world, see if there's anybody out there who's like me, watches UFC, watches WWE. My videos will be about events, so I'll make a video hopefully after each UFC I watch, each Monday Night Raw or SmackDown, or pay-per-view or whatever. So that's my plan. I'm gonna stop this video now, under 5 minutes, and I might make another one about UFC, WWE. Anyway, comment what you think of me. Give me your criticisms of me.